Guys, Teidfarians here. I'm really sorry about what's been happening lately. I don't know why OBS has just not been working well for me. And I tried to record this game, Stellaris, just now. It didn't turn out very well, but I want to try to at least get something out to you guys. So, this is our race, the United Teidfarian regions. These guys are the Teidfarians. They're from Teidfar Prime. If you don't see what my name is by now, then for shame. So yeah. I already saved them. Done. I should have done this first. But, yeah, that looks about right. Yep. Let's get into this. So pretty much Stellaris is a grand strategy sci-fi. It's well, it's different than what actually no, it's not actually that different from what I usually play on my own free time. So, in the eons since the first primitive Teidfarian communities took shape amid the great dune scenes of Teidfar Prime, our civilization has spread and prospered. As we advanced through the technological ages, we also matured as a species. The violent and base impulses we inherited from our ancestors were done away with, and a global government was formed on the principles of peaceful existence. Now, after the successful creation of several experimental subspace fields, the finest minds of the United Teidfarian regions have finished development of the first warp drives. The stars themselves are finally within our grasp.
Peace be with you, Prime Minister. I am Veer, a prototype synth. Very well. I will...
Okay, so our race...
The Empire screen lists the...
So our race... I'm trying to see, where can we...
The government screen presents us with information regarding...
So our government are xenophile, pacifists, and materialists. We have a moral democracy, so every 4 to 5 years we hold an election. Then, let's see.
In the contact screen, we see...
Here, it should...
The species tab lists...
And then, as a species, we're charismatic to make other species happier. We're weak, unfortunately, but we are also thrifty. And then we have a preference for deserts because we're on a desert planet. Okay, so what we need to do...
This is our science ship, which is...
What we need to do here is we need to find out all the resources that are on our neighboring planets and also what our sun can generate. So we'll take our science ship here and then tell it to just survey the system, and then once the game unpauses it, we'll do that. Our construction ship doesn't need to do anything. First star hunters don't need to do anything. So I'll go ahead and put this on fast. So I'm thinking that it would be good to see where we are. So this blue area is us. These are our borders. And then this here is our sensor range. Yeah, it's our sensor range. And then this is the entire galaxy looked at at once. So we've got this little tiny piece of it. And eventually other races and nations will appear. So really, there's not much else
we have found
we
an
can do.
anomaly. From time to time, our science ships will discover strange things while surveying worlds. These can be researched by scientists, but be certain their skills are up to the task.
Should the research effort fail, there is a small chance of losing either the scientist or the science ship, or, if we are especially unlucky, both. So, during his studies, he found that something didn't match their earlier observations made from the homeworld, so we shall research this anomaly, so it'll put on hold what he was doing, and he will research that anomaly. So,
Situation vessel uncounted.
okay, so, in the Fevlon system, we noticed some alpha aliens, and something really cool about this game is if you play xenophobes, or militarists, or xenophobic militarists, this will show up as Alpha Menace instead. So that's something really cool. Encountered some form of alien vessels in Fevlon system. Interesting. So, then we have finally encountered fellow wanderers amongst the stars. Despite their intentions being unknown and potentially even hostile, the atmosphere on Teidfar Prime following the report from our contact fleet can best be described as rapturous. So, now I'm going...
The technology screen is where we will be directing our research efforts. Technologies are categorized into 3 different fields, with each field typically having 3 available research options.
Okay. We can research technologies without assigning a scientist to the relevant field, but this will take significantly longer and is generally not recommended. So, this shows the scientist's trait. Here are the scientists over here. So, Rezicox gets plus 10 research speed if he's researching Voidcraft, and you can see it would say it would have that same symbol over here, like this is computing, but if that was Voidcraft, then, well, we would get faster. Zach's over here, expertise for statecraft, which, again, it's the same thing, but we still don't have any statecraft over here. And then Zarax, yes, he has a Spark of Genius, which is one of the best traits, if not the best trait, because it gives plus 10 research speed all the time. Okay, so, now what I want to do is, I want to select my things. So, fusion power seems good, but it's, from my experience, it's not really that good. So, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to unlock the physics lab over there. Space combat and biodiversity studies aren't that important. So, the New Worlds Protocol will allow me to build colony ships. You always get this in your starting 3. So pretty much, you'll randomly be assigned 3 researches that you can get. And then once you select one of those researches and finish it, then the other 2 will get shuffled back into the, quote, deck, unquote. And then you'll get 3 more drawn. So, but your starting 3 always includes New World Protocol in Society Research, so I'm going to take that because it makes sense to me. Because simply taking getting it now means that I won't have to worry about it later. And then I'm going to take the Betharian refining because I know that this is one of the best ways of getting energy. So then, as far as our resources go, we have energy credits, which are essentially our money, they are used mainly for upkeep, like ship maintenance, station maintenance, building maintenance. Yeah, there are very few things that will require me to spend energy credits up front. but this will require, this does, where is it? This, so currently as you can see underneath stored, I gain 4.57 per month. So everything in this game is monthly. See, minerals, I'm gaining 8.24. I spend these up front, plus also my ships require some maintenance with them. And then influence is one of the more important resources I've found, and it remains fairly constant throughout the game, but you'll run out of it fairly quickly if you don't pay attention. Okay, so the anomaly on planet Fixash shows traces of other interstellar travelers. A weak FTL trail shows that someone was here long ago, maybe watching our planet for potential allies. It is too diminished to trace any further. We should continue to investigate these sorts of anomalies whenever we get the chance. It will most assuredly grant us new knowledge and new technology. Okay, so that didn't give us anything special for completing it, which is sad. But, what I'm going to do is I'm going to go
The
to the
situation log displays a list of...
Shut up. And I'm going to put my New Worlds Protocol on hold.
all the ships in use within our...
And instead I'm going to investigate the Alpha Aliens, which finishes in 3 months. Here's the timer going by up here. Day, month, year. Yeah. Okay, so... now I guess we just play the waiting game. So our science ship is going to keep going around. I'm going to go ahead and...
This is our homeworld and the capital of our empire. The planet summary screen, which we are currently looking at, provides an overview of the planet's important statistics.
Among other things, we can see the total number of tiles the planet has, how many population units are living on it, and how much food it produces. If the planet has a governor, they can also be found here. Okay. Lag.
The Spaceport tab is where we...
So this is where we can build up new ships. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to build another science ship, which takes...
Situation log updated.
Okay, blah, blah. So, Beta Aliens. Interesting. Leader has gained a level, which gives him adaptable, so my science ship gets more experience now, that's good. And our science ship costs us 100 minerals. It doesn't load in right now for whatever reason, but trust me, those are minerals. And it takes 60 days. So, we'll queue up one of those. Yeah. So you can see here, Zortesh has 2 energy credits available for us to capitalize on.
This is our construction ship, which is used to construct space stations. When an astronomical object, such as a planet, has been surveyed, we can order this ship to build a research station or a mining station to exploit any resources it may have. Construction complete.
The different types of stations, such as military stations that can be built anywhere inside a system, will become available as our technological capability increases. Don't show again. Okay, so, Spaceport has finished its queue, which
Special
means that...
project complete.
Okay, so this is the Alpha Aliens research. The entities encountered by our fleet some time ago are new, wondrous forms of spaceborne life, quickly nicknamed Space Amoeba, following an analyst's gross misreading of initial sensor output. The creature is in fact larger than the average Teidfarian corvette. We should leave it be and remotely monitor the creature and its kin for Prime. So this would allow us to kill it, but since we're pacifists, I'm going to say this, which allow us to observe
Situation
it from
log
far
updated.
away. So real quickly, so I can either do this, which will give me more data on the space amoeba, or I can investigate the beta aliens. I'm going to continue the space amoeba observation. And then I'm going to send this science ship to... Okay, so this ship does not have a scientist.
The Leaders tab lets us hire.
So I need to recruit a new leader. So let's see. Another spark of genius. Expertise biology. Archaeologist. I'm going to take the archaeologist for this because I don't want him to die to anomalies. So now I'm going to take this ship and I'm going to tell it to go around and help survey our system. So, and we have notifications are up here. That's done. Okay, so our construction ship can go around and build stuff for us. So I'm gonna go ahead and I'm going to send Zaposor to over here to build a mining station for us, which will give us those energy credits every month till the end of time. So he's going to keep researching, the game's going to keep saving. I'm going to keep hoping that this is not turning out as a slideshow recording. And then I suppose we're just going to have to wait. Space Amoebas forever. The Space Amoebas, the nickname now lovingly popularized on Ted for Prime, are solitary animals when left to their own devices. All but the youngest specimens are accompanied by quasi-independent organisms dubbed flagella, seemingly spawned by the amoeba and then programmed through liquid RNA-laced secretions. And programmed by liquid RNA-laced secretions to do the bidding of the host. Initially assumed to be young space amoebas, the flagella do not seem to factor into any reproductive mechanics, each individual flagellum instead operating solely as a disconnected limb for its host amoeba. These flagella are capable of manipulating and even attacking objects in an impressive yet restricted range around the host, periodically returning to lodge inside the host amoeba's body for reprogramming. There are potential military applications of the graceful patterns of circulation apparent in the flagella's movement. Fascinating indeed. So this will give us a permanent trait of flagellating movement. So all of my ships will permanently have evasion +5. So
System survey complete.
okay, so our system is now fully surveyed. So now what we can do is we can pop out of here. So that's where we saw the space amoeba. I'm going to send my science ship to Baldurk. And I'm going to send my other one to Usaldon. Survey a system. Ready, break. Warping is the slowest of all the FTL transport methods. But it's what I've decided. So, the mining station to get us those energy credits is now done. Okay, let's see. So we want more minerals. So in that case, construction ship, go ahead and come over here, because they've got some minerals. Build a mining station. Take full advantage of that. So I think that's where I'm gonna leave it for. I'm gonna leave it here for today. Hope you guys enjoyed. Let me know if you want to see more episodes of Stellaris, and I'll see you next time.